Hi, thanks for checking out our channel here. This is just a show and tell video of this particular model. It's a Patriot PMX600. They do make like a PMX400 and 200 or something like that. They make some other smaller plug-in Patriot models. If you want to send us something for us to look at, we'd be happy to help you out. Now, not too familiar with Patriot brand. They are owned by Data Mars / True Test. They are the Speedrite is like the main company, or Stay Fix was the brand. They're no longer made anymore, but the Speedrite is their main brand, and Patriot's like their cheaper cousin. Most of the, about 80%, give or take, of the Patriot units are non-repairable. It does say on the back of your unit, if you have one of these, use genuine replacement parts only, but you look at here, no user serviceable parts inside. Return to appointed service agent for repair. But so typically they don't make any parts for any of their units except for their larger solar stuff. That's the only ones they make parts for. So if you try to call it to order a part for a Patriot unit, you can't get them. They don't supply parts. They're just a cheap throwaway brand. So if they fail for some reason outside of warranty, you basically got to throw it away and buy another one. Well, a lot of people will get a little irritated about that when they find out, well, I paid all this money for it and you can't fix it because parts. I'm like, well, they don't make parts for it. So now this particular unit, the guy called me up before he sent it off, told me, what do you have? I'm like, I don't know if I can fix that or not, because you can't get any parts for it, but we'll try. So what it was doing, it was lighting up, clicking, flashing, but there's no output coming out of it. So I said, well, it's not like it might have a bad transformer, and that's what I assumed. So we got it in, and this unit's already fixed, ready to go. But we got it in, and it's doing exactly what the guy said. And you know, there's 4 screws holding it together, one in each corner, but one of them, I don't remember which one it is, it's hiding. You can't directly get to it with a screwdriver because you can't see it. It's hiding underneath something inside one of these holes. I don't remember what, I think it's this corner, I think. So I had to really, they don't want you getting into anything. They don't want you to work on it. They want you to fix them. They want you to throw it away and buy another one. So they're really sneaky about it. So finally got it apart. And this is not what it looks like normally. This is their factory transformer, but this board and capacitor is not theirs. The board in there was what was bad. The capacitors were really weak, but I did try temporarily a new transformer in it from another brand, and it didn't solve anything. It's still doing the same thing, 1,000 volts or less what it was getting out of there. So I tested the capacitors. They were both weak. I temporarily wired up a new one of some sort in there, and it didn't help. I'm sure it helped, but it didn't solve my problem. So I figured, then I realized, okay, the board's no good. Man, this guy's going to be, a little upset. I've had this thing for a few years, and I guess I can't fix it. So before I called the guy up, I got just looking around at the inside, and I'm like, you know what, this thing's got enough room. Let's see if we can maybe retrofit some parts in here or something like that. So what it's got in here, it's got the factory transformer, it's got a Gallagher M800 board in it, and it's got a different type of capacitor. It's the same rating as the big tube one that was sitting in there, but it's a different style, because you only have so much room in here to play around with. So we hard retrofitted a Gallagher M800 transformer in this thing. I had to do a lot of trimming on the inside of the case, all these little plastic stands, things that sit up inside this. We had to trim a lot of that crap out of there, and so that way it would sit flat and flush and in place where it wasn't kind of sitting cockeyed or too high, but sits in there pretty nice. And we had to figure out a way to get this capacitor in here, so we soldered some wires to it, ran it over to the 2 tabs where it goes, and then we've got it kind of stuck to this board inside there. Now it works just fine. Now it does cost a little bit of money to do this, but if you compare it to a new M800 Gallagher, it's a lot cheaper to do this than it is to use their parts into it, or to buy a new Gallagher M800. The transformer here is pretty reliable. It's actually a Speedrite transformer that they use in this. It's a Speedrite 6000. transformer minus the third leg for the low power side that they had, the all half power side. It doesn't have that on, these don't have it on this, just full power basically, or full power on ground only. So we got that all set up. It plugged right onto the board like it's supposed to. It still fits in the same spot. And so now this thing is now a sort of like a Frankenstein unit. It's a mix match of different brands. It's got SpeedRite Patriot transformer, a Gallagher M800 board, and a different style of capacitor in there. But same rating, the same microfarad, same voltage, just a different style of casing, packaging of the capacitor, and it wires right in there just fine. Doing this repair probably costs more than what a new PMX600 cost, brand new. But what this thing came with from the factory, a 2-year warranty. I think now they come with a 3-year warranty as of like 2020, 2021, where they came out with a 3-year warranty for the Patriot stuff. But what we do, just to kind of make you feel better about doing the repair, is we will go ahead and put a full 2-year warranty on the repairs on this thing, lightning included, because Gallagher parts are really reliable. They don't go bad unless lightning gets a hold of them. So that's about the only option. But the good thing is this is now repairable in the future. So I can get transformers for it. Since I now realize it's a SpeedRite transformer, I can just get a SpeedRite transformer. They're not super expensive. They'll plug right in there. We'll have to get rid of the third leg of the thing. But these transformers are pretty reliable. They don't go bad that often. But the boards, if the board gets damaged from lightning, we can pull this board out, put another board in there, rewire the capacitor back into it, and away you go, back out the door. But this does have a 2-year warranty on it from us now, and we'll be able to do this kind of repair to any of the PMX models by Patriot, except for like maybe the PMX1500, whatever that big model is. Never worked on one of those, but we might be able to fix that. That might be, possibly throwaway. I don't know. Kind of expensive models to trash, but that's what we'll do this one. So it fits together pretty nice now, and the good thing is the light still flashes on the front. It's now a green light versus a red light. See, it's a green light versus the red that it was before. Let's put tester on here. So he's putting out 10,000 plus volts out of the thing. And I'll put a screwdriver across it. So yeah, it's working like a dream. So I'm pretty happy with it. Customer's real happy. I told him the price, like, well, a little more money I want to spend on that thing, but if it can be fixed in the future and it's reliable, let's go for it. And I put a 2-year warranty on it. So I think probably, hopefully excluding lightning, go 10 plus years probably now, excluding lightning. The Gallagher boards and Gallagher parts don't have random failure problems that the SpeedRite Patriot stuff does. So we're going to put this back together. I wish I could have made a how-to video on this one, but my camera messed up and ran out of memory before I was done with the video, so I only got like half the video recorded, and the other half I didn't get. I do have another video of kind of the final repairs on it. So might be a screw stuck in there. Yep, there's already a screw in there. Well, it fits together pretty nice. And the only thing that moves a little bit is the capacitor kind of move up and down because it's not flush against the case. But it's not going to hit anything. It's pretty stuck where it's at, so it's not going to bounce around and hit a bunch of stuff. So that's nothing to really worry about. It's just a noise, not a malfunction. For whatever reason, the camera doesn't always pick up the light flashing, but it is flashing every single time. Yeah, it's flashing every single time. The camera's just not picking it up. So if you got a PMX Patriot model of some sort, I don't know if I can do this to their, maybe their PBX or whatever the battery power ones. Maybe we can do something with that. I don't know. Their PE models, like their dual powered or 12 volt ones, possibly not. But hopefully, if you got one of these units you want us to try to work on for you, we'd be happy to do it. All this information down in the description area below. So I'll be happy to help you out. Until next time, see you later on.